Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Jones here, back live, and I'm really angry. I'm so angry I'm being a little bit of a jerk on air to the crew, and I apologize for that. But we're under assault, man. I deal with them in fake quotes and fake stories and fake sources all the time in the news, and it doesn't even make me mad that they're saying lies about me. It doesn't hurt me because everybody knows what scum they are. It's that they're such trash. And they're getting worse and worse and worse, and they're all smiley-faced little jerks like this weenie, this wimp governor, saying he'll physically assault the president. It's incredible. And then you notice how F. Lee Bailey, back on the O.J. Simpson trial, 40-plus times said the N-word, just like they're saying all these cuss words and saying, how dare the president do this, and he's so racist, and by this he's racist, when the president says he didn't do it, and there's no proof, and they're known liars. It's meant to manipulate people psychologically. And it shows they're getting crazier and crazier. And now, when did you see CNN or MSNBC or even broadcast ABC or CBS start cussing? Oh, but see, the president did it, so now they can, but he didn't. And it just shows you there's nothing they won't do to try to stop the recovery and the fact that black unemployment is the lowest it's ever been and that Trump is delivering on every front. They don't want it. There's the Washington Post. Again, Jeff Bezos is who put this out. Should have said that up front. Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world, who thinks he owns America and has horrible slave-like conditions at his facilities and factories. He's got factories too. He had his people in his $600 million CIA contract at the Washington Post, said, quote, we're having all these people from crap-hole countries come here. Trump said, according to these people, referring to African countries and Haiti, he then suggested that the United States, and it went on. Get things from, quote, the last country that came to visiting. This is the Washington Post caught publishing fake story after fake story after fake story that a guy who makes over $1 billion every 2 days, just what he keeps. He's every 2 days, Bezos gets $1 billion richer. A couple days ago, it was $4 billion. Now it's up to like what? It was 104 billion. Now it's 107 billion. And then Trump doesn't want to screw you over, so this rich jerk, this filth, Bezos, who classically can't even look you straight in the eye, will sit there and do this to us through that organ. That's who Trump's fighting for, us. And it makes me mad. It makes me want to come to his aid. It makes me get angry. It makes me want to stand up because I can see what they're doing, and so can you, trying to rob us of our country. This is a war. You've got to get politically aggressive. You've got to start your own media. You've got to support media. You've got to support broadcasts that tell the truth. Why do they hate us so much? Because we cut and dry show what they're doing. So again, here's Jim Acosta recycling another fake quote out of context that Trump said, hey, we got to vet people. A lot of good people come in from Mexico, but a lot of criminals, a lot of bad people. And the headline, Trump says all Mexicans are criminals. It doesn't exist. Is there a quote of me anywhere on video or audio or text saying that there are Martian slave children on Mars? Never said it. They just say I said it. Total frauds. Think of how they're your enemy. Think of how they prey on you. How they've captured the country and how they're pissed it's coming back. Does that make you upset? Don't believe anything they say. It's incredible. But more than that, everything they support, go against it. That's what you know. And you can sit there and analyze their lies all day. It's what we do. But Costa first says, oh, just like, he said, everybody coming in is criminals, which he didn't say. And then he goes on to his new lie, saying it, building it up, and then we bleep it out because we're not allowed to do what he does. He's a liberal fake news liar. We'll get FCC fines if we play it, so we're not going to, but here it is.
Jim Sciutto was saying with the president talking about immigrants coming from Mexico being rapists and criminals, and now this comment, the president referring to Haiti and countries in Africa as being, and I noticed you, Wolf, you hesitated to use that word. I hesitate to use it myself, as an S-hole or whole is what the word that the Washington Post is quoting the president as saying. I think, Wolf, what we have to come to grips with, and I almost have to think back to the day when we were at Trump Tower when the president was commenting on Charlottesville, and he was saying that there were very fine people on both sides, saying that there are very fine people among the white supremacists and the Nazis, is that the president of the United States just seems to have a problem here, Wolf, in this area. And we can tiptoe around it, we can dance around it, and not...
No, he said there were people out demonstrating. There was media on both sides. There was good people. There was bad people. There were bad people on both sides, which is totally true. You had states' rights people and all that out there. Again, these are the race baiters invoking this. The known liar Acosta, who's been caught lying so many times, it's just insane. Let's play Al Sharpton, the super race pimp, anti-Semite, you name it, says it's a racial slur. And again, this is last night, today, this afternoon. They're still running the same stuff. Most of the time, they don't even say the president denied it. That's another form of fake news. Here it is.
Got this flexible definition about what a racist is. Who do you have to spray paint the N-word in the Oval Office or have a hood in the Lincoln bedroom to be?
Buddy, you're the race baiter from the Democratic Party that control people through race. Let's get that straight. Back to Sharpton.
Racist. If you advocate everything whites only, bring me the Norwegians, bring me this or that, and disparage at every opportunity, whether it's Charlottesville, whether it's immigration policy, every opportunity you disparage.
They misrepresent on every front. Misrepresent on every front. On every front. Never any proof, never any reality. Just this grandstanding by these scumbags that perch on top of our political system. All right, that's enough of his crap. I got this. Don Lemon calls Trump a racist. The race-baiting Don Lemon. Just as bad as Oprah Winfrey. Let's hear from No Ratings Lemon. Here he is.
The President of the United States is racist. A lot of us already knew that.
Hey, boss. Today, Don Lemon is a congenital liar in love with himself that spews race division garbage all day to turn us against each other. Don Lemon works for the globalists that don't want black unemployment to be the lowest it's ever been within 1 year. They don't like the fact that we're going to have prosperity. This is literally a parasite. Let me translate that for you for Don Lemon. Here it is.
President Trump talking with lawmakers in the Oval Office about immigrants from Haiti, from El Salvador, and Africa said, and I quote, "Why are we having all these people from shithole countries come here?" But you know who he did say he would welcome here? He said the U.S. should bring in more people from countries like Norway. And CNN is told that he went on to say, "Why do we need more Haitians? Take them out." Those comments are frankly disgusting. There's other language I'd like to use, but we are on television. But you know what? They're not shocking. Not even really surprising.
That's enough. We had to bleep the cussing, so radio stations missed 10 seconds of that. Again, they go, now let's put out a false quote, because they didn't buy the Haiti thing 2 weeks ago, saying all the Haitians have HIV. That was fake. Have AIDS. So let's just start using cuss words to get people's attention, and maybe that'll get them to buy into it. And it's total F. Lee Bailey. So I'm going to play this, only part of it. There's 5 minutes of it, of F. Lee Bailey. And the jury, mainly black jury, said this is why they went ahead and let OJ go, even though now they know most of them said they were wrong. A white guy pointing at them saying N-word over and over and over again to manipulate, just like they're using cuss words now. And because now they're saying he called black people bleep holes. When you can admit a lot of these third world countries are hell holes. They're not just crap holes. But does that mean you hate the people? No, you're like, I don't want to move to Haiti. It's a you-know-what hole. But it doesn't matter. Trump says he didn't even say it. Let's go ahead and continue with, let's play the F. Lee Bailey piece. Here it is.
That when you see a nigger driving with a white woman, you pull them over.
No.
Do you recall anyone asking you, if you didn't have a reason to pull them over, what would you do?
I don't recall anybody ever asked me that question, sir.
Did you ever make the statement that if you needed a reason, you would find one?
No.
Okay. Next paragraph. Did you say at any time in that recruiting station, in the presence of any female, including Kathleen Bell, that you would like nothing more than to see all niggers gathered together and killed?
No.
Are you aware bottom of the page of any complaint that was brought to the LAPD by this individual?
I'm not aware of any investigation.
That's enough. It goes on for 4 more minutes. We're going to post it to Infowars.com. That's exactly what's going on here. And so the Washington Post is literally a globalist enemy organ allied with the communist Chinese, owned by Bezos, who gets taxpayer money on every order you make, total scam artist, literally trying to cause a race war in America and bring down the recovery, and blacks having the biggest economic boom they've ever had.